Little community, but great people.
Welcome to this visit to the Ardennes countryside. Spa-Francorchamps hosted its first Grand Prix back in 1925, and this historic track is loved by drivers and fans alike. And us here in the commentary box too. So it's a warm welcome from the Belgian Grand Prix. Spa-Francorchamps today, a circuit that spans 4.35 miles. There are tons of elevation changes along the way too. 19 corners making up this circuit, with 9 of those to the right and the remaining 10 to the left. This track's a great one for fans of pure speed, and the average lap speed comes close to a whopping 145 miles per hour. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position.
Here we are.
Daniel completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Sainz, Fernando Alonso, Albon, Leclerc, Perez, Russell, Norris, Stroll, Oscar Piastri, Bottas, Joe, Magnussen, Hamilton, Gasly, Hulkenberg, Ocon, Ricciardo, and Yuki Tsunoda. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. And alongside me today is a man who needs no introduction, but I'll try anyway. It's Ant Davidson. So we're getting close to the start of the race. What will this driver be experiencing? Big nerves, big excitement, what?
Always extra nerves at the start of the race, Scruffy. It's probably at the start of the race, it's where your heart rate's at its highest in anticipation. And you've got to be in the right mindset. You've got to be thinking there inside the car, what can go right? How can I be opportunistic rather than what can go wrong? And how do I protect my position? Look forward and stay positive. It's easy to say, very hard to do when you're in that position.
Well, guys, yes, we are in P2. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. We are just behind Max Verstappen, the race leader, probably the driver that will be champion in my F1 24 career mode. Even we can see the safety car ahead. It's absolutely crazy. I was not expecting that, but I was passing to Q2 and to Q3. I've been in P3, P4 every time, top 5 positions. I starting to realize, guys, that it could be a great qualifying session. But not only me, as you saw in the starting grid, Alex, my teammate, is in P5. These tracks, this kind of tracks where we have a lot of long straights, of very fast speed corners, it's perfect for our car. We saw it at Silverstone, we saw in Canada, for example, as well, and we saw here. We have a supercar in this kind of tracks, and obviously today, starting here and Alex starting in P5, the goal for this race should be to finish both cars on points. That will be massive step for us in the championship, the constructor championship, in the battle we have with Alpine, with Haas, Sauber and these teams. But obviously I also know that I have very, very fast cars behind of me. So, but first of all, before to talk about that, let's see the strategy, because it's extremely interesting, guys. Okay, we have to consider first that at the end, at the final laps, it will be raining. So, my question is first, if some of you are watching the live right now, have you experienced in your gameplays some kind of race where it was raining in the final, in the very final part of the race? So, I mean, when do you think it will be start raining? It's 44 laps, and with that icon at the end, the raining icon at the end, in which lap do you think it will start raining? And if you think at some point it will be so much wet that we have to switch to wet tires at some point, or we can stay on dry tires even in the final laps, in the final 3-4 laps on, you know. So can I stay? Do you think the track will be so much wet before the end of the race, or we can stay on track with on dry tires? What do you think, guys? Did you experience some kind of race like this one in your game, in your gameplays in the game? It would be nice to know if you have that experience, because I had the feeling, I have experience in previous games, and sometimes when the rain came so late in the race, it's not so much time to get the track wet enough, and even you can stay and survive on dry tires even 1, 2 or 3 laps, finishing the race on these dry tires on wet conditions. You lose less time than going to box to chain wet tires. That's my biggest concern today, you know, because obviously the strategy in fully dry conditions, I think rain will not come in time. Do you think so? Do you think rain won't be on track at the, you know, that's important to know. I mean, I had the feeling even raining, we can stay on dry. Maybe a few drop at the end of the session. Okay, it's good to know. It's good to know. Anyway, we have to be sharp and to stay really focused, because even maybe rain comes earlier. But my idea is to try to finish on dry tires. I think rain will come very, very late. But anyway, we have to be sharp, and as I said, to stay focused in every moment in the strategy. The question now is, what tires can we use? Obviously, starting on soft is great for the start. But obviously, soft tire will be suffer a lot after maybe 10, 12 laps. The medium tire, I think, is the best tire here. So, but obviously, if people behind start on soft, I can suffer a bit in the first laps. So, the strategy that the team is giving me is this one, the medium and hard. But the projection time is faster using this one. But as we saw in Hungary, that is a very different circuit compared to this one. The soft tire was decent enough, it was last, but obviously this strategy have more risks in terms of traffic, because we have to stop earlier. It's true that here is it's super easy to pass cars here, but obviously traffic can destroy our pace at some point, and we can suffer overcuts even. So I think this strategy, it's for me, is a bit better, even being 2 seconds slower than starting on soft, guys, because I think starting on medium we have more margin to decide if we can stay longer or not, you know. And obviously once we switch to medium, no concern at all. The medium tire, the hard tire is oops, I lost. Okay, the hard tire here is I think is very consistent, and it's only 44 laps, so I think this is the ideal strategy for me. In terms of fuel, by the way, it's only 0.8 above for the target. In Hungary, I was very aggressive, and I had some troubles in saving fuel at the end of the race. I think here it won't be the case. Here is not a high fuel consumption circuit as it was in Hungary. Even I think I will take a bit more risk, reducing a bit the fuel. Obviously, about car setup, I'm very happy with it. I almost did not any change during the weekend. Only a bit. I made a bit softer the rear suspension. But to be honest, I think I won't change anything. I think it's a very complex race, guys, because of the rain factor. I'm not worried about the strategy, because I think the medium and hard is really interesting strategy. I will go soft medium to protect position. There will be a DRS train. Do you think so? Do you think this strategy is better? But what happened? I will have to stop earlier. I will have to stop earlier using this strategy, and I think the soft. I think 19 laps is too much. I will reduce it a bit, maybe something like that. Okay, do you think so? It's better strategy soft medium? Okay, maybe we can discuss about it. I'm a bit worried, I have to say, about the hard tire. Sometimes, especially in Spain, when we using the C5, here is C4. The hard tire was terrible in pace, in race, in pace time. But here, as you can see in the projection, looks faster than the medium. So I don't know, guys. Maybe 29 laps on medium is too much. So maybe we can. I don't know, guys. Soft medium. Can we do soft medium? It will be a good strategy. Do you think so? Personally, I will pick this one, but obviously starting on soft, we're a bit more safe because there is a problem here. If I maintain the P2, if I'm not able to follow Verstappen, I won't have DRS, and obviously here if you have not DRS, you are dead, because everyone will have it and they will pass you as as rockets. So look at the laps on medium hard. 21 laps medium, 23 laps on hard. I confuse into me. Yeah, because it's similar laps. Yeah, maybe it's too few laps on hard, but it's the ideal strategy that the team is telling me. Obviously, another option should be this one, to start on soft and even to stop super early, because the hard is very consistent. Here I'm losing 5 seconds comparison to this one. So because the first laps on medium, as you can see in the projection line, in the white line inside of the blocks, of the color blocks, the first laps on medium are super fast, not so fast as the hard. That it's difficult to get the temperature, but after maybe I don't know 4 or 5 laps, I think the hard starts to be at least as fast as the medium. I think hard tire is slow, but go with also if the rain comes, soft medium is better though. It's better too. Do you think it's better to stay on medium once the rain comes? Yeah, well, we have more grip. That's true. So okay. I think. Do you think is this one the strategy? You can use it. Definitely, it's not a bad one. Maybe I can. I don't know. Maybe I will put another lap on soft. But yeah, the medium looks very good tire. I have to say. I had to say it looks very good. And even at the end, we can be fast enough. Okay. I think this is the strategy then. Soft medium, stopping early. Well, not early, almost in the middle part of the race. Only 44 laps here. It's a very short race in terms of laps, obviously because the track is very long. Okay, I think this is gonna be the strategy today, guys. Obviously we have advantage at the start, but obviously after 3 or 4 laps we have to take care of the tires. I think doing this strategy, we have chances to cover, especially the first pit stop, because I don't know how much people will start on soft. People who will start on medium or hard, they won't stop in lap 16. They will stop much later than us, and we can do the undercut or to gain advantage, pit window advantage. So, but also depends the start, obviously, if we lose or we gain positions. If we stay in P2, it's important to be on soft, because stopping early we can cover a lot of people. That's true. The wear is really low. That's why I think soft medium will work. It's really low. Okay, yeah, I was experienced that on practice. It looks very low, but obviously now we are using a lot of fuel in the car, and that creates a bigger low wear because of the because the car is much heavier, but if you tell me that it's low, I trust you. You have more experience than me. Okay, considering the wear is low, I think this is the right strategy. Let's see what happened with the rain. I'm really, you know, curious to see if the track will be wet or not at some point. So much wet to use the inter tire. Okay, let's use this strategy. And now, obviously, about the race start, guys, what I can say. Obviously, Verstappen is ahead. Verstappen was much faster in qualifying and in practice. I won't have the Max Verstappen pace at some point of the race. It will be extremely difficult to follow him. The problem I see here is if I stay in P2 and I lose the DRS of Verstappen, because behind of me we have, I think, Sainz and Alonso, the McLarens, Norris, Piastri, Russell with the Mercedes, Perez and the Red Bull. Also my teammate is in P5. Even my teammate can help me a bit. Tire wear is really low, only 2% of soft after push lap. Okay. Yeah, we will start on soft tire, definitely. Starting on soft, we have also the advantage we can cover people behind. I don't know which tires they are using, obviously, but starting on soft, at least we can make sure we have a good traction at the start. I do not discard an stellar race start from Sainz, for example. Last weekend in Hungary, I remember one of the Alpines, Gasly, I think, did a rocket start, guys, an absolute rocket start, and he passed me. So good thing, I think, is we have the outside now here in turn 1. That is not bad position here. I think the outside line is not bad. And obviously the problem then we will have for Rus, that is flat out. And it will be very important to stay very close to Max. But what happens if my start is very good and I pass Verstappen at the start? That will be crazy. I mean, at that point, obviously Verstappen will put pressure on me like crazy. But it's a possibility to be leading the race also. I don't know, guys. I'm really tense right now because now I don't see anyone in front of me. That is crazy in a Williams. But I'm very concerned about the people behind. I hope they don't touch me. They don't do crazy things behind, you know. I will have to look at the mirror. But I mean, if my start is very good, I will go for it. I will pass Verstappen, obviously. Then if he passes me, you will take the lead into turn 1, I believe. Do you think so? Okay. I hope. It will be nice to be leading at least one lap. It will be nice. Depend of the race start. Sometimes AI starts depend of the car. Some of AI cars starts like a rocket. Some others the race start is terrible. If the race start first up and it's terrible, obviously I will have the chance if I do a good start. But okay, here there are 2 concerns. The race start, obviously. Or third, 3 concerns. The pace I will have, because we have a very fast car in qualifying. We saw also at Silverstone, we saw in Hungary. But it's true that in race pace it's much worse than in qualifying this car. For example, in Hungary, Alex beat Stroll in qualifying. I was behind Stroll by a couple of tenths of thousand of the second. But in race pace, in the race day in Hungary, Stroll was finished the race ahead of me by more than 50 seconds, something like that. So I think our race pace is much worse. That's why I'm a bit worried that I will suffer a lot with these cars behind. But I think the key here is, if someone passes me, the key is try to maintain the pace and to have DRS in every moment. Here is a track where you need DRS. It's super powerful here, you know, to defend from the rest of the cars. So even if I lose 2, 3, 4 places in the first laps, the key here is to stay behind them and to stay focused behind the DRS, because maybe in that way, at some point during the pit stops or even when the rain comes, we have chances to pass some of these cars and to finish in the highest position possible. That I don't know, to be honest, which are my possibilities here. I don't know if I can be on the podium at the end. I don't know if I will be in top 5. Obviously, on this position, to be in top 10 is mandatory. I mean, I'm really confident if I have no crashes or anything that I will be in top 10. But I don't know if it will be P10, if it will be P5 or P3 or P2, you know. I know Verstappen will be extremely quick. But we have to fight with it, guys. This is a massive chance. Maybe this is the only chance of this season we are in a position like this one. We were in Canada in P3. I thought it would be never repeated again here in this game, but we have this chance here at the Spa. And this is where we have to take the opportunity. Me and Albon. Albon is in P5. We have to try finish both in points because this is the race, guys. So that's super important for us. So I think let's see what happens. As always, I will try to give my best and let's see what we can do at the end. And remember, guys, we're on Twitch. Here is where you will be able to watch the race on live in 23 minutes, as you can see in the countdown here. Before to say goodbye and to go to Twitch, remember also, if you are watching this, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, this one Floss F1G, which is my gaming channel. Here is where you can see the season replays and also the race preview as this one, or the weekend previews as well. So we are trying to reach 1000 subscribers. If you really enjoy my gameplays, I invite you to be subscribed and also to follow me on Twitch, because in 23 minutes we have a very exciting race. It will be raining at the end. Will I be able to maintain the podium position? This is something we have to discover on Twitch in 22 minutes. So thank you so much for your support, guys. Thank you, Lerchip, for your help on the strategy as always. And see you there in 22 minutes on Twitch. And just that. Waiting for you there, guys. Come on. Thank you.